No, it's a white and gold iPod.
Let me have a look at the sound to me. Let's see what else is in there.
Yes.
Right,
Let's rummage through people's
Come
personal
forward about
All right, got it.
like,
Got it.
go that
And
way.
that's it. Ed says that's everyone.
Too, light's too strong.
Thanks for the money.
A band called Muds, who were the kind of a pub rock band, really, we'd call them in Ireland. They dressed up and they did kind of rockabilly, doo-wop music. And the bass player was fantastic. He used to wear earrings and amazing, and he was so cool. I liked him. And I can't remember the fella's name in Slade. But,
James Lee?
He was a
Jim
Lee.
Okay.
He was a stomper as well.
Yeah, there you go.
It's just, yeah. But, you know, saying all that like I'm cool, but there was also a band called The Wombles, which was based on a children's TV show. They were like the Banana Bunch or the Banana Splits. You know, they made records and they were just as great to me.
Yeah.
You know, they were just as real and just as musical. And if you had some guy in a furry suit playing the bass, it's just as awesome to me as any real talented human.
Yeah. So when did you start to play an instrument? Did you start off as a bass player? Or?
Yeah, when I was 16, I watched punk happen, but I was just too young to actually participate. I was born in '65, so when it was all going down in '76,
You're about 11,
I was 11.
Yeah.
So I watched the infamous Bill Grundy interview on TV. I was eating my tea, and that all went down, and but couldn't participate. And I remember being scared. 2 punks appeared in my little suburb, and I remember being frightened of them because they were wearing bin bags and they just looked like aliens that actually come to our town. But what was the question? Sorry, I'm having flashbacks.
When did you no, these are great flashbacks. Now you can buy those same outfit on St. Mark's Place for $1,000. It's easy.
Oh yeah, when did I start playing this? I benefited from the kind of post-punk era. There was a real do-it-yourself attitude after
rock,
punk.
yeah.
Punk tore up the rules and everyone could do it yourself and you didn't have to be any good. You just had to do. And this guy, Grant Showbiz, who was managing a fantastic band I worship called The Fall, he started a thing called the YOP scheme. No, the YOP scheme, there was an actual official government scheme called the YOB scheme, which was like Youth Opportunities Bureau or something. So he started, or program. Grant started the YOB scheme, and YOB is an English-British word for a tug or something. And so if you were a teenager, you were allowed to go and hang out, and he had instruments there and put on little shows and stuff. And I took the bass home. They had this cheap little bass, and in my memory it was a Fender. But I'm obsessed with Fenders.
Yeah.
So in my memory it was a Fender. I was allowed to take it home, and I had the radio on, and radio was playing, it must have been John Peel, he was playing a full track called Fiery Jack. And I was picking out what I thought was the bass line, and I now know was the guitar line, but it was a riff. It was down, 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 down. It was a rocking riff. And I was picking it out on the bass, and that's the first, I just thought, oh, I could just do this forever. You know, but at some point you have to stop and do your math homework. Just like, oh God.